My name is Nathan Bell, this is Catherine Barnett. Our article is called "Consumer Demand for Organic Milk Continues to Expand. Can the U.S. Dairy Sector Catch Up?"
The demand for organic goods has increased dramatically over the last few years and is continuing to rise. Organic dairy broke out of a niche market from specialty health food stores and into big grocery stores. In 2014, there was such a demand for organic dairy that stores feared they'd run out of supplies. The biggest cost that producers face is the feed for animals. Organic feed typically costs 6% more than conventional feed. The producers offset the feed cost by charging an average premium price of $6.69 per 100 pounds of produce. In today's market, the demand for organic dairy is so high and continuing to grow that supplies are often the limiting factor. What is organic dairy? The national standards virtually exclude the use of synthetic chemicals, antibiotics, hormones in crop production, and prohibit the use of antibiotics and hormones in livestock as well. In June 2010, USDA published new rules for organic pasture required compliance within a year. The pasture rules require that animals must graze on pasture during the grazing season, which is at least 120 days per year. Animals must obtain a minimum of 30% dry matter intake from grazing pasture during grazing season, and producers must have pasture management plan and manage pasture and crop to meet the feed requirements for grazing animals and protect the soil and water quality. The underlying economics of this article is it follows the supply and demand law, which is that the price of any good adjusts to bring the quantity supplied and the quantity demanded for that good into balance. In this article, we saw the problem of shortage. In 2014, producers and retailers worried that they would have a supply shortage where quantity demanded is greater than quantity supplied. Because of the proposed shortage, sellers were able to raise the price and decrease the quantity demanded. Raising the price helped the market move towards equilibrium. If the price is originally P1 on the graph and only Q1 will be sold, even though buyers would like to buy Q2, the difference Q2 minus Q1 represents the shortage. The sellers are in equilibrium in this case because they can sell everything they want at that price, but the buyers are not, because some buyers who want to obtain the product by paying more cannot do this because of the supplies and and the increase in supplies. So this graph shows an increase in supplies. The supply curve is shifted to the right from S1 to S2. The quantity demanded goes from Q1 to Q2. After 2014, dairy farmers increased supplies to help bring the market into equilibrium because demand was so high by moving the supply curve. And then we reached equilibrium within the market. Supply shortage is no longer a main concern for organic dairy farmers, which means that the market is operating at equilibrium. Equilibrium is right here, and that means that it's the price has reached the level where quantity supplied equals quantity demanded, so there's no pressure on the market to change. As you can see on the graph, equilibrium occurs at the intersection of the supply and demand, so supply here and demand here, which indicates no allocative inefficiency.
The implications for agriculture. So the impacted industries, the implications of the issues talked about in this article will affect both the organic and conventional dairy industry. Any setbacks in the organic dairy industry are likely to be a benefit for the conventional dairy industry, which is a direct competitor. conventional dairy products are a much cheaper substitute for organic dairy products. Some of the potential negative implications for organic dairy. The organic dairy industry will suffer a loss in consumer confidence if they are unable to keep up with demand. Supermarket chains who are unable to keep their shelves stocked with organic dairy products could replace it with conventional dairy products. This would be a major step back for the organic dairy industry, which is trying to increase their market share. Some potential positive implications for the organic dairy industry. The market for dairy products is growing again after the recession of 2008 to 2009. According to the article, organic products have shifted from being a lifestyle choice for a small share of consumers to being consumed at least occasionally by a majority of Americans. This shift to mainstream organic consumption represents a huge potential for the dairy industry to grow, but only if they're able to meet the demand. The overall implications for the dairy industry. The growth in demand for organic dairy consumption is not necessarily a gain for the dairy industry as a whole. This is because much of the gains in organic dairy will come from a reduction in demand for conventional dairy products. Despite a significant increase in organic milk consumption, the article talks about how overall per capita dairy consumption has decreased from 339.2 pounds per person in 1970 to 275.9 pounds in 2012. The key takeaway from the article: the main implication outlined in this article is that demand for organic milk is actually increasing faster than the supply. This is a favorable position to be in for the organic dairy industry. The challenge for the industry is to take advantage of this opportunity by increasing supply.